Hey, how you doing? All right. Well, today on Hot Topics, we got a story, a real tragic story about St. Thomas Becket. And if y'all heard this in the news, this has been going on all day in the news, and it's just so sad because what happened was there was this guy named Thomas Becket, and apparently he got into it with King Henry II, and like they were really good friends, and all of a sudden Thomas Becket gets killed. Can you believe that? It's so sad. Like, they're supposed to be friends, and he has him killed and stuff. So you gotta watch your friends closer than your enemies. But anyway, so the story was that him and King Henry II were really good friends. He got him a job, that type of thing. And then all of a sudden, Thomas Becket, he wants the church to be separate from the king and from the crown. So he wants different rights or privileges. I think that's what it says here. Yeah, he said that Henry II of England was fighting with him over the rights and privileges of the church. So yeah, that was the reason why they got into a fight. And then unfortunately, Thomas Becket, he had to flee and stuff, and it just got too much for him, and they were threatening his life and all that stuff, so he had to leave. He went to Paris. Anyway, but yeah, so he had to leave, and then he comes back a couple years later. I think they said he left England, he fled on November 2nd, 1164, came back on December 2nd, 1170, and then I guess he was outside the altars of Canterbury Cathedral, and four knights saw him there and just attacked him and killed him. It was just cold-blooded murder. It was horrible. So yeah, he returned and he died on December 29th, 1170. See, if I was him, I just wouldn't have returned. I just would have stayed wherever I was because it's Paris. I mean, eat some croissants, some crepes, But yeah, he came back and he died. So unfortunate. And but fortunately, 3 years later, in 1173, he was canonized by Pope, it says here, Alexander. He was canonized by him. Such a good man. But yeah, and that's his story. All right, so don't touch that down, honey. We'll be right back with questions from our audience members. All right, and we're back with more hot topics. Now we'll be taking questions or comments from our audience members. So, how you doing?
How you doing? My name is Bonquick Jackson from Pleasant Grove, Texas, and I want to know, where is King Henry now, and is he being punished for any crimes?
Yeah, no, girl, King Henry was never, convicted of anything because he's the king, he's the law. So, of course, they never really charged him with anything. So, no. So sad.
How you doing? My name is Brittany and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. And I was just wondering, why did the Knights kill him?
All right. Well, I mean, the Knights killed him because it says that they thought that King Henry wanted him dead, that it was his will for Becket to be dead. So I guess they killed him because, like, the rumor that's going around is that King Henry, they overheard him talking about, oh, I don't like, Thomas Becket because they're not friends anymore. So, they were having a fight. So I guess King Henry just went off at the mouth, and then he started talking and probably said something over-exaggerated. And then the Knights overheard it, took it, too literally, and they killed him. I know, it's just so sad, tragic. Next question.
Hi, how you doing, darling? My name is Paul, and I am from LA. And I was just wondering, why is he a saint?
All right, well, the simple answer to that is that he was just a good man. But other than that, he was the archbishop of the church, and they just killed him. And I guess he symbolized freedom for the church, because he wanted to have the church separate from the crown. He wanted independence for the church. And the King Henry just saw that as being so wrong. And I guess Thomas Becket was seen as someone who was really fighting for the independence of the church. So that's probably why they made him a saint.